But there's another story there that I wanted to bring in and ask you both about. You, possibly Kate, first. No evidence that pets can pass on COVID-19. This, of course, is referring to the big hoo-ha today when the British Veterinary Association appeared to suggest that Britain's 10 million cats should join their owners in lockdown. Now, lots of people going on the website crashed, but it now turns out that actually what they were saying was that you should stay with your cat in lockdown if you have COVID symptoms, not just generally, basically. So it caused a lot of confusion. I mean, we are a country of cat and dog lovers, aren't we?
Oh, indeed. My cat isn't allowed in the room with me right now because she'd be jumping on the computer. But it's, very upsetting to any cat or dog owner to think that their pet...
Were you worried about it, Kate?
I was waiting to see the official evidence, frankly. I didn't want, but obviously anything that threatens the cats feels like a direct threat to me. But genuinely, I mean, pets are part of the family, and obviously our first concern, first and foremost, are the people affected by this, but pets matter as well. The good news is that they don't think that your pet can translate the virus to you. So it's not thought that spending time with cats and dogs is any kind of concern. There is some evidence that cats in particular can catch a strand of the virus and that they can pass it to one another, but there's not advice that you have to lock up your cat. Your cat is usually an outdoor cat unless you yourself may be infected. So relatively good news for cat and dog owners today. To be honest, it's tough these days to find any really positive news around COVID-19, but let's take this as a little silver lining.
John, are you a cat lover? I know I see you're a gun lover by the poster behind you.
That's one of my old books. We have, next door, my wife and daughter and our two lovely cats are watching a film. Unfortunately, I couldn't persuade them to watch me.
Gosh, you both have cats. That's amazing.
We've got two cats, and one of the unintended consequences of this confinement is the cats are incredibly happy because they love people being around rather than an empty house, everybody having gone to work. But it will be, there is a serious point, particularly people living on their own, particularly the elderly, the infirm. Animals and particularly cats and dogs are such a lifeline, excuse me, people. So the fact that hopefully, but all the science at the moment is provisional, that they are safe and they won't contract, and they certainly wouldn't pass it on, I think is not just. It is fun and it is a joyful, amusing story, but I also think there's a serious element to that as well.
Let's move on to the Metro. This also is, it's a good news story, isn't it?